Hello and welcome to another edition of This Week in Racing from the productions of Go Race 01. I am your host William and this is Jeff, and we're going to start out with Jamie McMurray making the pole for the Cup Series race tomorrow at 3 o'clock or 3:30, and so let's start out there with Jeff, see what he's got to say, then I'll go.
I think tomorrow's going to be a pretty good race. I don't really care for California track though. It's just never been a really interesting race for me. But I don't know, the way the nationwide race shook out today, it might be another good race tomorrow. But I don't see my favorite drivers doing very good tomorrow because they never have done good at that race. But yeah, that's about all I'm going to say on tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I think Jamie McMurray's going to do pretty good tomorrow, maybe. I mean, it looks to me like he's got a really good confidence boost, so I think you're gonna see more of him here this year, because seems like that side of DEI over Earnhardt Ganassi has been pretty decent this year. But about tomorrow's race, it should be pretty good. I think we'll see some good side-by-side racing. Like Jeff said about Dale Jr., his favorite driver, he qualified 27th, but he might get a top 10 if we're lucky. But he really needs to get that confidence going, and hopefully he'll finish in the top 5. But if he can just get his confidence up there, like Fox or Darrell Waltrip was saying, the driver is like the quarterback, and whatever confidence he has, the team's gonna have. So we need to get that. They need to get that confidence raised up pretty good, like it's been pretty good this week, because he finished second last week and carried over to the next race and the next race, and I'd say he'd make the chase and do pretty decent. So,
my congratulations go out to Jamie McMurray for getting the pole and starting off great this year. I just have a strong feeling that he's just going to drop off toward the end of the year, or maybe even the middle of the year. I don't see him running that strong throughout the entire season, but I guess you never know. The former driver that won the Daytona 500 went on to win the race at California too.
Kansas.
Who was that driver? Was it Matt Kansas?
Yeah.
So that's all. And then I believe he went to Vegas and wrecked, and after that crash just went on to have a terrible year.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, he didn't even make the chase last year, and he got a new crew chief this year, and a new sponsor because Jamie McMurray went to Earnhardt Ganassi because of the whole no more than 4 teams rule now. So he had a horrible year really last year, so he's looking to turn things around this year. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for the race tomorrow. And let's talk about Daytona, since we just did a preview of Daytona. We never really got around to doing a video about Daytona. We'll start off with you, Jeff. What did you think about that race?
Well, I didn't get to see the whole thing due to it being Valentine's Day and them having 2 hour delays for potholes, but I got to see most of it. It was a pretty exciting race. The end was the best part. I was really surprised that the Hendrick cars didn't dominate, because I figured they would. But I know a lot of people are going to disagree on me with this, but Toyota, they didn't have a strong running, which it seems like they never do at super speedways. You know, Kyle Busch is the main Toyota driver that does really good.
Which is definitely sickening.
He didn't do all that great, and I think it just goes to show that, you know, when it comes to putting the hammer down, that these American-made motors and made vehicles and stuff, that's who's going to prevail. I think Toyota at some tracks, I think they've got a little bit better setup. Like I said a while ago, though, when that gas pedal hits the floor, it's all out shootout. I believe Chevy and Fords are going to prevail.
Yeah, I don't see Dodge doing nothing this year either, because, I mean, when was the last time they really did any good? I'm trying to think. I think the last race they won was Kurt Busch last year. I can't remember if it was the Labor Day Atlanta race, or I know he won Las Vegas, but I can't remember if he won it. Oh no, it was Casey Kane, the Labor Day Atlanta race. I think that was their last win. I don't really see. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh well, I mean, they really didn't do much. And then if you look back and you look now, you've seen where Casey Kane and all Richard Petty Motorsports. I mean, they were just dominating the heck out of it.
Yeah, Casey Kane come on strong there towards the end last year. I think Dodge, I don't know what Dodge's problem is. I think the last Dodge driver that I really liked, he wasn't all that great though, but was Sterling Marlin.
Yeah, I like him
When he
too.
drove the number 40 Coors Light car. Him being a Tennessee boy, I think that's why I like him. But I don't know, Dodges haven't been strong in a while. And Chevrolet's been dominating, which
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that. But, I don't know. I think this might be the year for Dodge.
I don't know. In 2002, Sterling Marlin probably should have won that championship if he wouldn't have gotten that wreck. I don't remember if it was at like Rockingham or California, but if he wouldn't have gotten that wreck and hurt his neck, I think he would have went on to win that championship. And maybe even right now we'd be talking about somebody else that should be doing good and not doing horribly. Jay McMurray actually took his place and went on to win his second race ever in a Cup car at Charlotte in the August race. So,
I think he's a driver that is usually pretty strong, but he fell off here in the past couple of years. It's Kevin Harvick.
yeah.
Whenever, he took over for Dale after he passed away. I think, didn't he win the Rockingham race?
No, Steve Park won the Rockingham race. He won the Atlanta race.
Huh?
Steve Park won the Rockingham race, and Kevin Harvick won the Atlanta race.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But, after that, everybody thought, he was going to be really good, and he did be good there for a while. I mean, he still is pretty good, but he's fell off, and he needs to get his momentum going again if he wants to have a strong run in 2010.
Yeah, I don't really see him at RCR much longer because he was wanting out of his contract last year. But this is his last year under contract, and him and Tony Stewart is good buddies. And it seemed right about that time when Kevin Harvick announced that he wasn't gonna leave RCR and just ride out his contract. It seems like that idea for a third team had Tony or Haas Stewart Racing or whatever. Seems like that idea died out right there. If he leaves, I see him going to Tony or Stewart's team.
Yeah, I think that'd be a great team.
Yeah.
Ryan Newman, he's alright. He's got a 500 win. Anybody's got a 500 win doing something right, but he's not consistent at all, and I think Tony Stewart needs a consistent teammate to help that team keep growing.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Newman did make the chase last year. But this is we're running out of time here. I'm gonna do a little talk IndyCar just for 1 second. We're gotten about a minute to go. These new IndyCar chassis. I'm not gonna say much about them, but just tell me what y'all think about Dolores, Swift, and the other chassis in a comment, and maybe we'll do a video about that. So maybe some next time. But any closing thoughts? We got about 30 seconds left.
I just hope I'm rooting for either Jr. or Tony Stewart to win tomorrow's race, and if either one of them do, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah, or somebody from Hendrick besides Johnson. And just on further note, we got about 15 seconds left. Trevor Bain, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember where he finished today in the nationwide race, but he didn't have too bad of a first start in the nationwide series. But he's from Knoxville, here in Knoxville, Tennessee, so he didn't do too bad. He was in the 99 car. He finished 11th.